Oh, it's wet. It's all wet.
Hi everyone, thanks for tuning in. I'm Sarah, that's Ellis, and this is our truck camper. We love to adventure in the great outdoors, and we have hiked, camped, and splashed in some truly amazing places over the last few years. We don't know where all we'll get to visit in the future, but we want to continue adventuring, and we're taking you along with us. After many weekends working on projects, we have finally finished the remodel of our camper, which was an adventure of its own. So this means it is time to finally get back out there part-time. This time around in our new rig. Follow along to see where our adventures take us next.
Okay, how to start this video. Oh, I know what. Hi friends, happy weekend and welcome back to another video. This video actually picks us up 2 weeks after where last week's video left off. Last weekend, it was raining for most of the weekend, so I wasn't able to work on the camper since it is leaking. Today's forecast, however, is promising overcast, but no rain. So I'm gonna go get the camper and we're going to see if we can figure out how to solve our leaking issues today. So that way the camper will be back ready and seaworthy here pretty soon. I'm definitely trying to put on a brave face for this. I am really anxious to get these leaks sorted out. I know this is just part of owning a vintage camper. I looked that up the other day. Turns out my camper is classified as vintage now due to its age, so that's exciting. Part of owning a vintage camper is all the things that can and will apparently go wrong. But the good news with this leaking is that no significant damage appears to have been caused thus far, so it should be a pretty quick fix once we figure out exactly where the water is coming from. First things first though, let's go get the camper from storage. I have big old boards under there. Can't run those over. Here we go. While I have you here today, let's talk about this tie-down system a little bit. There are a few different kinds of tie-down systems you can use to hold a full-size camper down to your pickup truck. This is the one that I've gone with, and it seems to be one of the few things that truck camper people don't argue about, is that this is the gold standard of the setup. Okay, so what we're working with here are some torklift tie-down brackets. So Dad and I installed the frame mounts up under the truck. 2 in the front, 2 in the rear, 1 in each corner. These arms slide in when you are attaching the camper. They do not stay on the rest of the time, so it does not stick out past the body of your truck, and they are really low profile and discreet. Mounting into the frame like this gives you a really secure point to tie your camper down to instead of just to the walls of your bed like some other tie-down systems use. One thing I really honestly liked about the torklift system when we were installing it is, yes, it took a little bit of time, but it was just a really one afternoon project, and it did not require drilling any holes into the frame of the truck. It works around the original manufacturer holes in the truck. So that is definitely a big plus for me. So you see this just slides on up in there. We have 2 different holes, 2 different settings you could use depending on the width of your truck and your camper. I use the inner hole. Just clip that right on there. This now brings us to the second part of the setup. Then you want some kind of spring-loaded tie-down arm to go from the hook point on your camper down into one of these brackets. I have two different kinds of tie-downs that I am running on the front. I have torklift fast guns. These are really easy, really sturdy to use. They are pretty pricey, which is why I only have two. On the back I have some turnbuckle tie-downs. They're not quite as good, I guess, as these ones. They're a little bit slower and more difficult to use, but they work. So we just hook this into there, and then you release this part and hook the top in, and then tighten down. Dad and I already have these set to the appropriate tightness, so you can see I still can wiggle it around a little bit, but it is really good and secure. The fast guns come with this little rubber band. This was once bright red. It's pretty dirty now. What you want when you tighten it up is for it to move about, what is it supposed to be, about 1/4 of an inch, about 1/2 inch? I don't remember what it is. I'll put that on the screen somewhere just as reference. That way you know it is appropriately tight, but you're also not over tightening it. You don't want to do that either because it can cause damage to your camper. And if you're going to have some of these fast guns, you really need to get yourself the fast gun locks, because people will steal these because they do cost a couple $100s a piece. And they're pretty easy to get on and off, which is the benefit and also the danger of them. Get yourself a lock though, and problem solved. Let's go to the other side. All right, and with that, we are pretty much all good to go. I'm gonna do one last little look around, make sure everything is secured, and we will work on getting the vehicles swapped out. How's that gonna work? We'll figure that one out. Forgot those boards were in here. I don't think my car is gonna clear those. Okay, trying to get creative.
Oh yeah, you got free equipment out here.
Okay. All right, we are loaded up on our way home. It is time to get to work on this. Yes. Yes. There he goes. Okay, let's go.
I'm going to go around to the front side of it. Go ahead and put it back down.
Touch your finger.
Hold on. Put it back up. Yeah, there's a bunch of cracks in it.
Oh, where are the cracks?
where this little metal bracket goes on here. It's cracked here and here, and on the other side it's cracked. We can try just caulking it up.
You don't think we need to just replace it?
And if we could. Let me have the tape measure again. Okay. This looks like it'll be the cover. Let's look at the back door.
Okay.
So you were seeing water up in here?
Yeah, but water was dripping around the window.
Alright, well, we're going to get the hose.
Oh, it's wet. It's all wet. What'd you just do?
Okay, where's it wet now?
It came in around the door.
Okay. Here, get this rug back out of the way. It's that was the top seal there.
You want to what?
This.
Oh.
Especially at the top because it's, you know, it's old, it's collapsed. But I was wondering if I could put a little rain gutter up there. It sticks out about this far and it wraps around it.
Yeah. It's leaking. Right there.
Okay, so we'll replace the window. All right, what are we gonna do next?
What are we gonna do next? Okay, we're gonna film this part inside because I want to soak up a little bit more air conditioning before I go back out. At lunch, Dad and I talked and we ordered a replacement cover for the skylight. Oh, hello, kisses. But we've decided for now to try and reseal the back door window instead of replacing it, just to save some dollars. Our next step is going to be sussing out the leak at the bulkhead window at the front of the camper. However, it turns out Dad actually has a job he needs to go do here in a little bit, so we're going to be taking the camper back over to storage for now, and next weekend we'll be working on that project. For me, it's going to be next weekend. For you guys, it's going to be probably cut to in about 15 to 20 seconds. So hang tight for that part. But for now, I just need to go back outside and get the camper ready to go again. Okay, let's go. Do not let me forget, I left the tripod in the truck, okay? You have one job. Next week when I can't find the tripod, tell me, Sarah, it's in the truck. Okay. All right, hi friends. It is actually now the next weekend. I have the camper back over here at the house once again. I think we have figured out what we need to do in order to fix the leak on the back door and on the fire escape. I now have a garden hose and we're gonna try and figure out what's going on and where it's leaking at that bulkhead window. So, yeah, it is coming along. So what you gonna do? Are you climbing up? Oh, okay, you are.
Yep. Okay. I'm probably gonna get wet in here.
All right. Do you want me to get you a towel or anything to?
No, I'm okay.
Oh, sure. Okay. Give me a minute to get inside.
Nothing yet?
No. No. I think it's either this part or this part. It's either this seam or this seam. That's it. That's it. Stop. It started to come in the middle too when you were going back and forth there.
Yeah, the solution's going to be we caulk the window closed.
Yeah.
I think what we're going to do, we're just going to load it back up, take it over to storage. We can clean it over there after we unload,
Okay.
and then but give it time to dry out.
Yeah.
Okay, because right now it's wet along here, and that caulking
Yeah.
wouldn't stick good.
Sure.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Keep going. Nice, look. 3 inches. A little bit more. Whoop. Just a tad. Just barely. A little bit more. Right there. You're touching.
Alright, we are back over at storage now. We are going to get the camper unloaded from the truck and then work on the camper. I need to take the truck home with me this weekend because I gotta do some maintenance on it. You ready for me? Alright. This little bright was... Ooh.
Whoa.
Whoa.
It's the end of that now.
Oopsie.
Well, I like keys.
Yeah, you're just like a janitor.
Yeah, only I make trouble, not clean.